Hello and welcome to a brand new game. My name is BigBlueRobot. We are here in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and we're going to get things rolling. I created a temporary file. You see I only played 58 seconds. I just changed some settings around. And now let's get rolling here. We're going to choose Hero Side and I'll get to explaining a little bit about this game. So you could go ahead and read and listen to whatever's in the background, but I'll just be explaining. So the Hero and the Dark Side split into 3 different types of missions, the same types of missions for each side, but different levels. So the first type is like a normal race to the finish Sonic type of level, like from any other Sonic game. The Hero Side plays as Sonic, the Dark Side plays as Shadow. Type 2 is a mech suit type of race to the finish, played by Tails on the Hero Side and Eggman on the Dark Side. And the third type is a hotter and colder game played by Knuckles on the Hero Side and Rouge on the Dark Side to kind of find pieces of the Master Emerald. So, oops, I missed that jump, but here we go into the main game itself. This is the first mission. It's just race to the finish as Sonic. And let me explain a little bit about this sub-mini type of game within the huge game. So basically there are these things called chows in this little chow world, and after every mission, or whenever you want, if you want to just do it in free play, you can visit and raise a little, it's like an animal type of thing called a chow, where you can feed it animals and raise its statistics and have it race against other types of chow, like computers. So basically, I'm going to pick up this little thing. It's called a chow drive, but I'm going to call them crayons because that's very similar to what they look like. So the yellow one maybe raises like maybe swimming stat. There's 5 stats. I think it's running, power, flying, swimming, and stamina. So purple one might be flying. I don't know. All I know is red is power and green is running. So let's continue. You will see in a minute I will be picking up the key to go to the Chow World, because you're not instantly teleported there. You're just you have to pick up a key which activates you being able to go there. But let's just continue with the level here. I know it's a lot of information to take in. You'll catch up soon. I'll probably be playing 2 missions for each episode. Ooh, there's a running one. I like to always make my chow fast first, because it's most fun, but I will pick up everything else. So here we are picking up our first chow key. There are 3 of those blue little boxes in every single level. The first one always has the key. The second one has, what is the second one? The second one has an assortment of animals. Animals raise your statistics a little better than the little crayons, as I like to call them, but they change the look. So here we go, we're going to open that up, you're going to see like a bunch of animals. I'm going to take the rabbits, I think. I'm not going to take the rams. I'm going to carefully avoid them. And you can see in the bottom right, every time I pick up something, it fills in that bar. Eventually, there is like a limit you hit, so I don't want to fill in too many. I just want to fill in enough that the things I want don't fall off the end. So basically, I'm not going to fill up past when those rabbits fall off, because I really want to keep those rabbits. So we already have 2 lives, because every 100 lives you get another life. I said that wrong. Every time you get another 100 rings, you get a life. So here we go, the third and final chow box. I mean, I have played this game before, so I know where everything's at, and it's a little unicorn. So the third box always has a rare animal. So we're going to go ahead and take that. We're actually going to collect all these as well. I knew that guy was there. So we're nearing towards the end of the level. So yeah, if you're wondering what this little purple shield is, I'm sure you could tell already. It gives you like this magnetic effect that draws in all the rings around you. So we are nearing the final point in the level. We're being chased down by this gun truck. Gun is some kind of company. We're going to go ahead and take as many rings as we can, because we want, well, I'll explain later, but you can buy things in the Chow World at a little black market. We got our 3rd life, which is nice. Ooh, we almost got hit there. You could see a little, there was a hidden little segment you saw. What's his name? I don't remember his name, but the purple little cat in the background, his name might be Big. There's a secret animal location there. It was a ram. I didn't want him. Oh well. So there we go. We finished the little mission in 4 minutes. So that was the first mission. I believe it was called City Escape. So we got 3/4 of all the total rings in the level, which is not bad. And it gives you a little rank A through F. A is obviously the highest you could achieve, so maybe we'll strive for that in the future. But now let's go to the Chow World for the very, very first time. And we're going to experience a Chow for the first time. So basically there are 3 little gardens, but you start off with 1. And basically you hatch a baby from the egg. If he grows up into adult, he either turns into an evil or a hero. Hero is a little heaven-like garden that'll be spawning over here later, and devil or evil will spawn over here, and it's like a hell world. Right now we're stuck in the neutral world, just the normal Chow Garden world, and it appears that it saves a save file. So how are we gonna do this? So basically what happened was I deleted my game files, but it kept this guy. So you start off at level 0, and it doesn't take long to get levels, but we'll keep this guy just because, I mean, we started with him. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see. We'll just continue with him. So watch what happens when I give him a little thing. His run goes up 2, and every time that bar fills up, he goes up a level. So he gets 2 nodules of that bar for power. If I give him purple, he'll go up for flying by 2. Again, run, he'll go up, or green, he'll go up run. And you get the idea fairly quickly. So we're going to feed him all this stuff just to boost his statistics. And if you give him a rabbit, there's a chance he may take over rabbit characteristics. You see his arms and feet change to rabbit. What happens if we give him our unicorn? He got little unicorn arms. Not that a unicorn specifically has arms. Just has 4 legs. Give him a rabbit again, and he's got like rabbit ears and everything. So I think we're gonna stick to only giving him rabbits. I want to say, because rabbits make him fast. I did explain a little earlier. Animals do increase stats more dramatically, but they do alter the appearance of your Chow. We haven't named this guy yet. There's a little blank spot above the swimming stat. That's where his name will go. As you can see, I'm feeding him these fruits, and it raises his stamina. I think every time we visit the Chow World, we're going to feed him and increase his stamina level by 1. That'll play out in the future when we do Chow races. You'll see at a later point, probably not this episode, but for now, just bear with me. I know it's a lot of new information, but you'll catch on quickly. It's a very fun game, and it's got a pretty decent story, now that we're watching the cutscenes. I apologize for that. There is some kind of error. I think it's my NVIDIA driver. I tried updating it, and it just did not fix the problem. So you can see him eat away. And no, you can't overfeed him. He will not grow fat. Oh, he's falling asleep. No, wake up, buddy. You gotta eat so we can move on with the episode. So let's pick him up and drop him again and give him fruit. 4 little more nodules to go until he's up a level. And then we're going to get out of here. So you can see he's kind of white. They start off blue, but if a hero, so that's either Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles, if a hero pets him, he'll turn white. If a dark side member pets him, he'll turn kind of darker or blacker. And eventually they will grow into adults and will unlock the evil garden or the hero garden. We'll get to that in the future. Probably won't be anytime soon. So 2 little more nodules. Come on, 1 more, buddy. I know you don't want to eat anymore. Although, every time I give it to him, he looks enthusiastic. So there we go. Once we leave the Chow Garden, he's taking a little nap from overeating. So every time in story mode you exit the Chow Garden, it will end the Chow Garden. If you are in free play, you can leave that and go to the store and stuff, but we'll look at that at a different point. So this is a boss fight right here. I won't count this as a mission, so we still do 1 more mission after this. F6T Bigfoot is the name of this boss. It's not a hard boss. Obviously it's the first boss in the game. They don't want to overcomplicate things. He's got 2 main attack phases. He does this little fly around where you can't hit him, and he shoots a mech gun. And then his next phase is he lands and fires off rockets, but the important thing is to attack him before he fires off any rockets. Well, he got one off, but we hit him in time that he doesn't fire off anymore. That's the easiest way to get by without losing your rings, pretty much. As you can see, it took out maybe close to a quarter of his health. I think it takes 4 hits to kill him, but we'll see. There's nothing really you can do to speed up this fight, unfortunately. Let's jump early. He didn't even fire a single rocket. He's down to half health. We're only a minute in. I mean, not much you can do for this fight. It is a boring one. Just dodge and wait for him to land. So, yeah, I'd say this was a pretty big game of my childhood. I very, very much liked it. I mean, oh shit, we got hit. Okay. Oh no. God damn it. Alright, we got 1 hit off. That was a mistake. We just kept running into his leg. That was our problem. So, I'll go on to explaining. I've never perfected this game. Perfecting it involves getting all A ranks on all missions. And that's one of those things I don't think we're going to do here in this series, because it is quite hard. It involves many playthroughs of individual missions. After you complete story mode, you will unlock the free play, meaning you can play any mission whenever you'd like. We don't have that option at the moment. But let's skip this cutscene because it is buggy for our computer. Again, another cutscene. And we get our first mission type of the 3rd kind. Basically, you gotta find 3 pieces of the Master Emerald, and it's a little hot and cold game. So basically, you can see those 3 things at the bottom. Green is when you're in the correct area. Yellow is like you're getting pretty close, and red is like you're right there. So actually, we can see one here, but that's not the one on the list. So you can see the 3rd one out of 3 just disappeared. But that wasn't the one on that we're looking for. So is it over here? Nope, it's somewhere this way. Maybe in the center somewhere. We got a flyer on him, look for it. So maybe it's on this side. Oh, there it is. We can see it. So you can see our meter got red when, oh, it's down here. Our meter got red when we got close, and we got a little exclamation point over our head. So we're going to go ahead and get our Chow Garden key and collect as many rings as possible because we want lives for the future. So we are in the vicinity of the final piece of the Master Emerald. Let's fly around a bit and look. If you are having trouble, there are these clue boxes scattered over the map. So we're going to press B to look. It says behind a face. So we're looking for a face, and we gotta look behind it. So I see a face on this wall over here. Maybe it's over here. No, that's more of an eye though, I'd have to say. So it's somewhere here. Do we have to go up more maybe? That's a face.
It's closer.
Okay, so it's red. We gotta be right here somewhere. There's the exclamation point. Let's punch this, and there it is.
Found him.
So we found all 3 pieces, which end the mission. We didn't pick up anything to feed our Chow, but we still will pay a visit to raise his stamina level by at least 1. What is our score? We got an A rank. So basically those missions aren't ring score because, you know, you're not really collecting rings. It's more of a time factor. So since we did it very quickly, under 2 minutes, we got it. So I think the first thing we're going to do before we visit our Chow is check the kindergarten. We'll do it in free play, but if you were to take your Chow here during free play, you could teach him things. So you would press leave Chow, and he would learn a lesson in song, and every so often after he learns that in the Chow Garden, you'll see him singing. So that's one thing you could do. The lesson changes every couple of missions. You could take him to the principal, who you just learn things. So I mean, I know pretty much almost all of the things. You could take him to the health center to basically learn how good your Chow's statistics are. You can see his medical chart and stuff, and you can take him to the fortune teller, which is how you name your chow. So we'll do that a little later. But the final thing and most important thing we want to do here is there's this little black market. Apparently there's a kindergarten black market for chows where you spend your rings that you've earned from the missions. And there's all these little seeds and stuff and fruits, but the main thing we're looking for is the rare items are at the bottom. The mushroom isn't rare, meaning basically we haven't unlocked enough emblems to see rare items. You might see different color eggs, and that's how you get different colored chow. So we'll skip through that and we'll go feed our chow a fruit, and then we're going to call it an episode. See, where is he today? Oh, he's napping a little up here. So we'll leave him to rest and we'll go bring a fruit up for him. That's not a fruit. Is that a full fruit? Nope, don't want to shake the tree. I want to pick up this thing. Our chow was just making a noise. I thought he was awake. He is napping. We're going to wake his ass up. Sorry, buddy. He's a little frazzled now. Let's just feed him that. You can see he loves us. He's got the heart. And he will be needing another piece of fruit because I don't think this is going to fill him one full level. And I think we'll have him compete in his first race this episode just so you guys can see what I'm talking about in needing stamina. Let's throw that eggshell out of the way. So he's getting less and less hungry. We're going to need another piece of fruit if we want to feed him more. So he finishes that piece. That's 4 nodules out of 10 until the next level. I think each fruit is a total of 4, so... Oh, he went back to sleep. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to wake you up again. We don't have a name for the guy. So, I guess we'll leave it in the comments. Leave it up to you viewers in the comments. So whatever you'd like me to name him, I will name him. I guess I'll choose from the total number of comments, and whatever one I like best, we'll get it. So please leave all your suggestions in the comments. You can leave more than one suggestion if you'd like, and I'll pick from those. So we're going to need actually one more piece of fruit, because that's not going to bring him to 8 when he's done. Look at his big eyes. I think that's one feature that doesn't change, are his eyes. So he threw that piece away. We have another one to give him. You can see he is eating slower now because he's less interested. You can see he's happy to eat, but then he gets that little frustrated because he gets like X's in his eyes. He's taking a break. He's back to eating. One more little piece, and there we go. He's level 3, so we'll ignore that, and we'll test out a chow race. You could choose either chow race or chow karate. We're gonna go with race. Chow race entrance here, and we're gonna choose beginner race because we haven't unlocked any of the other things. And you can have 8 different chow, I believe, so these are what those slots are, but obviously we only have 1 at the moment, so we're going to choose him. He's unnamed. And you can see here, I did beat a race before, but we'll redo that race. So this competes in running. You can see the scroll at the bottom. This one is where you compete in flying. This one's swimming, because I know it's the pool. And this one is strength, where it's like a rock climbing thing. So we're going to do running, and we're going to choose level number 1, the mushroom forest. And here we go. It's like a little entrance where you see all the chows that are competing. Mine stands out. He's whiter than the rest. There you go. They all go to their number. And I'll open it up. I'll skip it. I just wanted to show you guys that for the first time. And this I can't skip. It's the intro. And basically how the race works is the higher your running level, the faster your chow runs. But there are things that you can help. Your stamina, for instance, there's going to be that meter on top here. Every time I press A, it'll reduce his stamina, but it'll get a little speed boost. So basically that helps us speed up, but we don't want to reduce the stamina to nothing, because then he'll go extremely slow. You can see some other chow stumbling in the background. We have a pretty sizable lead. I don't think we're going to lose this. We're going to boost once more, and maybe we'll boost at the finish line, which is just up here. So we'll boost at the end, and we beat our own course record by about a second. there we go. We take first place in our very first race, and we're going to get ready to call it an episode here. Congratulations, first place. But that's all we're going to have for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this new series. There will be 2 new series this week, and I have not given out any information as to what they'll be, but I think you'll enjoy them. So as always, I've been BigBlueRobot. Subscribe if you're not already, and leave your comment for what you want me to name the chow. So I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.